Redditors who grew up with shady/criminal parents, what did your mom or dad teach you was okay to do that you later learned was illegal or seriously frowned upon? Serious.
My parents grew weed. I helped out in the grow room from age 4. We live in the UK, so it's illegal here, but it's always just been a part of everyday life, and I've been around so much of it for so long that I forget it's even illegal.
Shoplifting for the most part, I mean, like she never made us do it, but she didn't hide what she was doing either. She's the reason model homes have cameras now, lol.
Lawyers, why did that one couple call off the divorce?
My parents told my sister, and I bet they were getting a divorce. Dad found out about his cancer before they went through with it. My mom stuck with him and took care of him through his passing.
What's the subtle sign someone's depressed?
They have lost interest in things that they are passionate about.
Can't make decisions because they're sure every choice will go shitty.
If one of their hobbies is sleeping, it is very common for people who are depressed to nap constantly and never want to get out of bed.
They start to slow down. If you know them really well, you can sometimes see the difference in their eyes. It really hits hard.
They are very good at helping others out with this kind of stuff.
Gordon Ramsay is invited to your house for dinner. Each piece of criticism he gives about the food awards you $1,000. What are you serving for dinner?
Whatever fits in my microwave.
Vanilla chicken.
Boiled chicken breast, blended, served as soup.
My little brother's signature ground toothpaste and jelly sandwich.
Redditors, what's your opinion on adding a class that teaches middle and high school students about living and surviving in general, such as relationships, self-defense, cooking simple meals, basic budgeting, and taking care of physical and mental health?
As a chef by trade, I'm a big believer in teaching kids to cook. I come from a broken home, and learning to cook saved my pathetic life. I still remember my first hospitality class in high school.
I'm all for it. Wish I would have had a class like that growing up. BC, my mom's single-parent family didn't know much about this stuff. Learned what I know sorta on my own and by observing others.
We have a lot of this in the British curriculum already. You live in America or something?
We need this. Especially a personal finance class. I can't even begin to describe how bad people are with money.
This should be done by parents. It's not the school's job to teach you those stuff. School pressure is already very heavy for kids, so don't give them more classes. If you really want change, you should focus on parents not doing it.
We're coming up on the spooky season. What's the trashiest / most eyebrow-raising sexy costume you've ever seen?
So a very large co-worker on his way to a party. Flesh-tone long johns with a massive dildo hanging out the fly, and a shabby overcoat. Walked around flashing everybody so fast, they weren't sure it wasn't the real.
Actually went to a party where this was the theme. Some of the highlights were, sexy balloon, sexy plague doctor and sexy plague victim, couple's costume, sexy mitochondria, and sexy cockroach.
A friend and I had a competition one year to see who could pull off the dumbest sexy costume. She made a mean sexy Dumbledore.
Right after Steve Irwin died, the guy I know is a stripper version of Steve, and his girlfriend was a sexy stingray. It was too soon.
Saw someone dressed as a nude model once.
A sexy fairy, which isn't weird, but the person wearing said costume was a 16-year-old pregnant girl.
You are magically able to have one single 5-minute conversation with your pet. What do you discuss?
Why he is a guinea pig that hates vegetables.
I'd explain why I disappear for 4 days each week, that I work, and that I'm always coming back. And that she makes me feel very happy with the way she greets me when I return. I'd teach her how to signal yes and no so I could talk to her for the rest of her life. Why do you insist on crapping everywhere, except your litter box? Why do you wait till I am in bed before you sing your people's song?
I have a feeling that for dogs 3 of those 5 minutes are going to be spent with the dog doing zoomies because they just realized they can communicate with you and are so excited they can't contain themselves.
How he feels about me and my family, and how we could improve life for him in any way.
What he named me.
Men of Reddit, what the heck do you want for your birthday?
A 10mm socket because I keep losing the bastard thing. Nothing. I already bought it for myself.
A full set of Templar armor.
Same answer I give every time I'm asked this question. I don't know.
I give my husband a dessert buffet because he has a really sweet tooth. Basically I just buy all his favorite ice creams, cookies, cakes, pastries etc. and lay it all out for him. Socks and some crab legs. Maybe some tiny socks to put on the crab legs. A day off work and loads of food.
What/who is the greatest duo of all time?
Salt and pepper.
Duo, the green owl from Duolingo.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Goku and Vegeta. Han and Chewie.
Laurel and Hardy.
JD and Turk forever, heart. A surgeon and a doc, above, it, a lol.
Serious, have you ever known someone who wholeheartedly believed that they were a wolfkin/a vampire/an elf/had special powers, and couldn't handle the reality that they weren't when confronted? What happened to them?
She cheated on her boyfriend occasionally, but would claim that it's not cheating because she would only do it during full moons, so it was her werewolf half doing it and not her. My ex-boyfriend was certain he was a vampire. He kept going to churches, cemeteries, all those kind of places. I failed at bringing him back to reality. He died of cancer in January this year,